Hey guys, what's up? What's up, ladies? What's going on? Facebook. What's going
Hey,
on?
Lorie, how are you?
Arlene, what's going on? Morita, hello, hello. It's beautiful outside. Hope you all are enjoying the weather, or at least some of it. At least some of it.
Okay,
Got
some of
it?
it.
Got it
Yeah.
now? Okay, good deal. All right, we're going to get started in about
Yes.
60 seconds. Everything is going to be recorded. This is a super important session. That's right. Get your hat tight. Get everything ready, baby doll, because what's about to happen is you got to get pen and paper because this one's going to be one that you want to be able to follow. Have at least a piece of paper with lines on it. Have at
Got
least
it.
a piece of paper if you got lines on, or even if it's a blank sheet of paper, that's cool. But at least you want to have a blank piece of paper to do this exercise that we're going to do. So give me about 60 more seconds. We're going to get things started. Okay. So you go get your drinks.
Okay, let me run and get some water. Be right back.
Arlene, you got your water?
Um, it's finished. Well, I need a refill.
Go get some more pumpkin. Go get it right now. This is your 60-second
Okay.
countdown.
Okay.
We can never have too much of that.
And I'm ready to go.
All right. Awesome. All right. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday. Right, we're at the end of the month. We're at the end of the month, and I think this is a wonderful time, beautiful time to at least get recap now on going into a brand new month, and just start over. Every day that we wake up, we have the opportunity to just start over. So don't beat yourself up. Tomorrow's a brand new day. The next hour that comes up is a new time to reset. So don't beat yourself up. That's the biggest thing, is that we always think that I didn't meet my goal. Well, we're going to show you today how you're going to be able to capture time in a way better way. Because I feel it's better to take things bite sized and just take a look at something, a huge elephant. We're going to take things step by step. So I am Lorie Woodruff, your Money in Minutes mentor, and we're going to go through some steps today on what does it take to manage your time better. What does it take? A few years ago, I started working within the industry of real estate. Let's take it 20 years. My bad, 20 years back, and I had no idea because I was still working a job and doing real estate part time. So I had no idea that I had to really block my time appropriately so that I can do things. And as you start getting more and more items of opportunities on your plate, you start to say this one thing: I'm overwhelmed. I don't have time. Right? How many of you have heard that, or even said that? You've been guilty just to say, it sounds good. I love that. That sounds like everything I want to do. I want to take on that new photography class. I want to take on that new branding class. I want to take on that new leadership class. I want to take on that spirituality class, whatever it is. But if we put too much on our plate, then what happens is we're now overwhelmed, as we say. And if we're going to be overwhelmed, then nothing gets done. So then let's fast forward now to 3.5 years ago when I started working in the trading space. I'm still working with entrepreneurs, but I'm not working with houses right now, but I'm working with people who have the same conversation. Yes, I definitely want to be wealthy. That's at the top of my list. But what I don't have is time. I want to do it. I want to get my studies done. I want to still be able to spend time with my family and still go out on beautiful days like today. But I ain't got no time. Like, what I don't. So we're gonna master that today. You're gonna feel comfortable now that you're gonna be able to master your time. So if you guys can write in the chat box, I'm mastering my time. Just write in there, I'm mastering my time, because I feel the more and more that you actually type things out or write things out, your mind is recording exactly what you wanted to do. You're actually affirming what exactly is that you want to do. You are mastering my time. I love it. So write that. And I love it that you have the ability to reset all of this, even though we don't all work together and this is kind of a virtual life that we're living right now. It's okay. Yes, I'm mastering my time. Good job. And if you got to write that anywhere else in your space, Arlene, if you put it on your TV, put it on your TV, put it on your refrigerator. I'm mastering my time. Whatever you have to do to make this happen, you are the boss. Right? I'm going to share a story with you that actually changed everything on why this conversation is super important, and how I started making these changes. You all are very important to me, and I call you all friends because I know that we're connected. And earlier this week, when we had that talk on how to manifest money, it wasn't just about money. It was just about how can you manifest anything that you desire. Right? If you guys remember that, I think that one goes down in the books right there. I don't know what I was talking about. I didn't have a script. How to manifest yourself into a better person, that takes time. And I was sharing with another spiritual buddy yesterday, and I said she knew exactly who I was talking through when I was doing that conversation. She said, you mimicked everything that Chanel Cooper Sykes did. And I said, yep. And that was the young lady's video that you saw first on the law of attraction. So if you haven't followed her, if you need to look at that video that we did, what was it, on Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? Yes, it was Wednesday that we did on how to manifest money. Save that video. Watch that video. And Arlene, when you do become a member today, then you'll be able to see that video that we have on replay for sure. And it was a dynamic video, I would say. And so I got a lot of feedback from that video. Like the spirit was definitely speaking through me, through you all, just to make sure that you got it. Everything that has been told in the past is my job to deliver it to you. My job to deliver it. So I wanted to share a story. So thank you all for joining in on Wednesday, and definitely thank you all for tuning in today. This too is recorded, so it will be in our Facebook group with the FX Trading Lounge so that you can look at it over and over and over again. I wanted to share a story with you. When I first started in real estate some years ago, there was a story that my real estate broker shared with me. And it was a team meeting at that time. And it was a team meeting, probably about 60 people were in that room. 60 people were in that room at that time. And he says, you have two choices. You can come in here, you can be a professional, or you can just be a regular realtor. You can just be a regular realtor, or you can really be a professional. You decide every morning what you want to be. You get to build yourself up every single morning. And that's why I said every hour you get to reset yourself. Every day you get to reset yourself. It's not just about, okay, it's Monday, I'm going to start my diet on Monday. Why not start your diet on Wednesday? Why not start eating better on Wednesday? What difference does it make with Monday? It's a procrastination. That's all it is. So we got to push past that and understand, why are we doing what we're doing? So when he said that, I was like, well, isn't everybody here to be a professional? No. Some people are here just to get a check. Some people are here just because they have nothing else to do. And some people are really here to be a professional. So you have to make that decision on, before I even go into the career that I'm choosing, what am I going to be? Because you can be whoever you want. And as we talked about on Wednesday, you can command exactly who you want to be just by visualizing it. You can visualize it. And so when things happen, they shouldn't be of a big surprise. Not everything, but you should be able to control so much of the day in the morning that by the time it actually happens, it's like deja vu. It's like, I already knew. I already knew I was signing this contract with you. I already knew that I was dismissing you today, whatever the case is. All right. Whatever the case is, you already knew because you forecasted it and you visualized it. We are an image of God. And as that image, we can create anything we want from the beginning to the end. So if you know that, with that conversation that I had with my broker, he said, do you want to be a professional? And I was like, yes, I do. He said, well, let me ask you a question. You're new. And this was probably my first 2 years that I was in real estate, first year. And he says, so let me ask you a question. What does your day look like? What does your average day look like? No one's ever asked me that question before. So I'm trying to puff up my chest and like, well, I get up, probably get to the office about 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock and listen to every word I'm saying. Okay. I said I wanted to be a professional. So he's listening to everything and he's not judging anything. He's just listening. He says, all right, so you get into the work at 10 o'clock and then what? I said, then I just turn the computer on and just kind of get to work. Okay. So do you have a team? Does anybody help you out? Like, no, I don't have enough business right now. I just kind of take on everything on my own. I do everything on my own. Okay. So when the phone rings, let's say the phone rings around 11 a.m., what do you do? I said, I answer it because it could be a call that I need to really get. I could jump out. And like I said, I told you on Sunday when I received a phone call, I was actually just going to jump in my car and take that client out on a Sunday. Never screened them for credit, never screened them for anything. They just said they wanted to buy a house. So I got in and I reacted. He says, all right, so how are you ending your day? Like, what time of day are you typically done? I was like, probably around 7 o'clock after I've probably gone to lunch, talked to some people in the office, fooled around a little bit on the web, researched a couple of things on the internet. Then probably by 7 o'clock, I'm going home, eating, and just kind of relaxing. It's a stressful day, it was a stressful day. He said, wow, you spent 9 hours and you weren't productive at all. You were looking the part, but you were just being productively unproductive. How many of us have ever been unproductively productive? Right? We can piss away a day with no problem. We can piss some time away and we can make it look like we're doing something. So what I want to share with you now is don't mistake movement with progress, with productivity. Don't think just because my fingers are touching here and I'm on the phone, don't mistake movement for productivity. There's a difference. There's certainly a difference. So let's go back to that conversation. And I felt pretty stupid after he looked at me and he's like, so that's your day. So how much lead generation did you actually get done that day? I said, none, because nobody called me. Okay. So you're in receiving mode and just waiting for someone to call you, but you didn't do any seeds. You didn't plant any seeds in order for that phone to ring, the right phone call to ring. And I said, no, I didn't. I just was waiting, just waiting for the phone to ring. Got it. He said, this is what I want you guys all to do. Then he just kind of opened it all up. He said, this is what I want everybody to do. You have two choices every single day. You can either be an ER specialist or you can be a specialist. So an emergency room doctor takes everything. Hey, gunshot wound just came in on 4. Hey, heart attack just came in. Hey, this one just slipped and fell. Little Bobby over here needs you. Emergency means you take everything as they come. Everything as they come. You don't have any preparation. You don't have anything other than, let me just receive what's coming to me right now. And as you know, your anxiety is going to be up high, up high, up high, because you have no idea what's coming in the door next. You have no idea what's coming in the door next. You're just waiting. Gunshot wound. And that's the same way we treat our business now. Hey, Lorie, can I pick your brain? Hey, can I ask you a quick question? Hey, Lorie, can we go to lunch real quick? Hey, Arlene, how about we talk about this? Hey, Arlene, look at this on Facebook. And that one shift that takes you away from what you were doing and focused on now has got you at least 2 hours behind. At least 2 hours behind, right? So on average, statistics see that most people stay on social media a minimum of 2 hours a day. 2 hours. We're looking at someone else's life, minimum 2 hours. Yes, baby, 2 hours. And then I was like, let me look at my IG page. So I looked at my IG stats. My shit was 45 minutes. I was like, dang. I fell into it. And it's usually during the morning hours when you're just kind of getting things started. All right. Now, let's shift back to the doctors. Do you want to be a specialist or an ER doctor? A specialist has appointments. A specialist means that I am making an appointment. I can't just run into the dentist office and say, hey, I need my teeth fixed. Hey, I need this pedicure really fast. I mean, this podiatrist to fix my feet really fast. No, we probably have an appointment maybe 2 weeks out. That's when you can come in, Miss Woodruff. And a specialist is not running into that room. Oh, okay, tell me about your feet. Tell me about your teeth. They're coming in there, calculated. They're like, so, what brings you in today? Right? They all are calm. They may talk about us in the back and may some stuff might be going on, but you have no doctor that's running into your room asking, how can I help you today? What's going on? So you have to make the decision right now. Are you going to be an ER entrepreneur or are you going to be a specialist? Can I hear from you guys out there? What's going on, Gerald? I see you out there. Who
Specialist.
You want to be a specialist? Am I talking to specialists out here? I know you are. You are all built to be that way. We just have to make sure that we are building the right blocks. That's it. That's it. We just have to make sure, what are we doing to make sure that we are walking always as specialists? So now I can share with you on as far as how my day looked. Thank you. I'm not floating into the office at 10 o'clock. I'm not floating in front of the computer at 10 o'clock because I want to be a specialist. I am a specialist. I am a specialist. And if I'm going to master my time, and I can't arrive at my office or in front of my computer at 10 o'clock. Not even 9 o'clock. So now we're going to take a look at some things together, and I'll share with you what my day looks like, but I also wanted to give you some tips on what your day can also look like so that you can master your time. Because in this industry of network marketing, you can obviously piss away your entire day. Being an entrepreneur, you can just sit there and just the whole day can go past. You're like, I didn't do nothing today. I didn't have time. And that's the easiest thing to say because we didn't block the time appropriately. So how many of you actually have a calendar that you can write in? I know you do, Marita. How many of you actually have a calendar that you can write in? Yes, 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 yes. January. My calendar was full. January, every day. And I don't have every Saturday and Sunday in here, but I did. Yes, I did. I had things in here. On Monday, trade. Tuesday, trading class, send out videos. Then I had a class. Gym. Wednesday, 8:30 trade in the morning. Videos in the morning. Everything is on here. If it's not written, it's not getting done. Remember that accomplishment list that I shared with everyone? If you don't have a to-do list or an accomplishment list, nothing's getting done. You got to be able to see it. So these are mentors that showed me what I need to do, because if their calendar was full and they were making the money, then I needed to follow exactly what they are doing. So I'm sharing this with you today. I also wrote on my calendar, how many customers am I planning on talking to this month? I write it up here. How many customers am I planning on talking to this month? Write it. Don't assume it's not going to happen. Remember, we're going to go through the visualization exercise in a moment. I'm just sharing with you the calendar first. All right. Overall, My entire organization, how much was that going to increase? I put that on here. I said 25 new customers this month, 100 new customers overall in my entire business. I put on here on the side, how much income did I earn by the end of the month? $25,000 earned by January 31st, 2021. And I had two different goals down here. What I wanted in my savings account. What did I want my savings account balance to look like? Now, that could be savings or your investment account. It doesn't matter. How many followers did I want on Instagram? So I'm projecting everything I want for January to happen. Why? Because I'm writing it. If your calendar looks like this, that's exactly what's happening, and that's exactly what's in the bank account. No activity, no money. Let's flip over to February. February was no different. February was no different. I wrote at the top, same thing. How many? 25 personally enrolled folks in my group, 100 overall in the entire business. I said $25,000 income earned in February 28, by February 28. $50,000 in my American Express account. I was super specific. Which account did I want that money to go to? All right. So I'm sharing this with you so that you cannot have an empty calendar. And I say write this because you have to have a recording mechanism for what your brain is picking up. Your brain is not picking up your thoughts by itself. You've got to see it. You got to see it. You got to see it and read it. Here we go. It's March. We're in March right now. So my job this week is to work on filling up April, because I don't have anything in April yet. At the end of every month, you should be working on filling up your calendar here. So what goes on the calendar? Your educational classes, your meetings that go on every single week. So you don't have to say, well, what's going on Tuesday? What's going on Saturday? Well, you wrote it out at the end of the month of where you needed to be. So you can just say, well, April 10th, I got a meeting coming up with the team. Every Wednesday, we have a class at 7 p.m. Every Sunday, we have a leadership call at 9 p.m. So some of these things are standard, and where you can get these is from our calendar. Some of these things I'm just pulling right off of my own calendar that I give to you guys. So we've got the calendar. I've got Sunday something going on. I've got Wednesday, my class is going on. I've got my trading sessions going on. Write it out. If I've got any kind of educational things going on, it's written. You guys got it? Arlene, you got it? Portia? Hey, Michelle.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job. All right. Is this helping? So let's get to how we're going to put all this together. Now we got some exercises we get to do. This is the fun part that brings it all together. We all have 24 hours in the day, right? The 12 o'clock at midnight does not look the same as 12 o'clock right now. You're not doing the same thing. So we're going to be able to we're going to be able to put something in for every hour on these clocks. Every hour. And this is how we're going to start. I've got 5 tips to help you get this together. 5 tips. First of all, visualize what we're going to do to make time. So this never changes. I sat in bed for about 15 minutes this morning, and I visualized everything and every person and every video that I wanted to see today, every piece of money that was happening today. All of that was visualized. First, be it, do it, so you can have it. So in my mind, I'm being productive. I'm being productive, and I'm doing activity while I'm laying in bed watching nothing but my thoughts. That's it. The TV is not on. Nothing's going on, but just me and my thoughts. So number one is visualize your day. Take these serious because this right here is going to couple with everything that we did on Wednesday, and it's going to really set you apart to really move forward fast. Really move forward fast. The next thing is you still want to do the same thing. You want to set your intentions. Write it out. This morning, Friday, March 26th. This is mine. Remember, I shared with you my gratitude book. 5 intentions: be happy and loving. Deposit $50,000 today, $50,000 today in my Navy Federal checking account. Number 3, receive loan approval from one of my buyers today. Number 4, enroll 10 new customers in my business. And number 5, receive an opportunity of a lifetime. Those are my 5 intentions of what I plan to do. That's what Lorie plans to do today. What are yours? And then I have my 10 grateful moments below. I'm so happy and grateful for God's favor. I'm so happy and grateful now for winning. I'm so happy and grateful for love, my health, my mind, my parents, utilities, I Am Mastery Academy, for income, for my home, and then I have for my clients and customers. Amen. And that's what I ended with. So I had somebody come past my house today. He gave me $300. $300. I didn't know how much he was going to give me. I just referred business to him maybe about 60 days ago or so, and I wasn't expecting it. But because I wrote on here, I'm receiving an opportunity of a lifetime, and I said that I'm depositing $50,000 today. What did I tell the universe? Exactly. I'm ready for something today, and I got it. So I'll be depositing $300 today. Is it $50,000? Who knows? $50,000 is stirring right now. It's being worked on. Last night, one of my spiritual friends, we were on the phone for almost, oh my gosh, I'm going to say up to 2 hours, just getting caught up. She shared with me an investment opportunity that could yield me way more than $50,000. So let's go back to yesterday. I've been depositing that seed of how much money I'm depositing. And lo and behold, yesterday I wrote, receive an opportunity of a lifetime. I wrote that yesterday. So what are you telling yourself? Okay, that's the key. Now, here we go. Here's the part that's going to help our time best. Now, I'm going to ask you, if you feel like putting it out there, you want to be bold enough, tell me what time you actually wake up in the morning. What time do you actually wake up now?
7:30.
Thank you, Arlene.
7:30.
Like
7. Well, my alarm goes off at 6:50, but I don't start to really. I have my affirmation call at 7:30, so that's when I'm really up.
Okay, so 6:50, you just kind of cruising through, just kind of thinking about getting up and what. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. That alarm clock is just kind of like, okay, this is just the first one.
It's a warm up.
It's a warm up, right? Set it for the right time. Anyone else want to share? 6:45. Okay. 5 a.m. Michelle. Perfect. All right, cool. And anybody out there on Facebook, I want you to think about what time are you now getting up? Okay. So if you were to write out your activity for the day, write out all of your activities for the day. We're going to do an exercise so that you can actually write it out from 1 o'clock to 12. And then the other 1 to 12, because there's 24 hours in the day. So I want you to be able to see, do you really have the time? Really? Because ultimately, most employers know, even though your body might be there for 6 to 8 hours, that employee is really kicking out maybe 3 hours of real work throughout the whole day. It's not 8 hours of work, but you need to be there to receive calls and, just to be there for support. Cool. But we really don't need to work 8 hours a day. If you've ever read the book, The 4-Hour Work Week, it'll blow your mind. Go on Amazon and look for the 4-Hour Work Week. It'll blow your mind. 4-hour work week. I didn't say 4-hour day. I said work week. How do you get to that level where you are working 10xing your time, Grant Cardone, 10xing your time so that you're not pissing away and just saying, well, let me see. Okay, 2 hours late and 2 hours later, then something else is done. And you finally get going. So we're going to talk about how you're going to write this out, how this looks activity-wise, because this is the most important part. Number 4 is write the activities out for the entire month. I just shared with you the calendar. If you don't have this already, it's time to go to CVS and get yourself a planner. It's only March, so there are calendars out there for the rest of 2021. So get busy and at least get yourself a planner, because you got to be able to write this out so you can actually see it and follow it. And the last thing is read and follow it each day. If you are a script writer, you're going to watch that script every single day. You're going to watch it, and you're going to watch it because you are actors of your own money. You're the CEOs of your own money. You're the master of your time. So you can't let someone else just grab the script and do it for you. You've got to do this. Only you can do this. So are we ready? Are we ready? We got our pen and paper, LaPortia. I want you guys to get you good? I want you to grab a piece of paper and I want you to number it from 1 to 12, going in that vertical fashion, just like that. 1.
Do we need a space in between? You need a space in between?
No.
Okay.
This is just going to be a template for you so that you can do your calculations on your calendar. 1 through 12 on one side of the sheet of the paper. And then do the same thing, 1 to 12, on the opposite side of the sheet. Get me a big sheet of paper. I'm doing it with you guys. We're doing it together. All right, so we got the first side done. Okay. So your first side, now of course, let's put 1 a.m. next to that. All the way down to 12 p.m. You got 12 slots. 12 slots to make a difference. So many of you had said you're waking up between 7 and 8. Between 7 and 8. So if I look at this appropriately, and I know 1 hour a day can make a difference whether you're doing studying, exercising. I want you to now wake up 1 hour earlier than you normally do. Because some of those 7:30s, I think it's really 8:30. So you be honest with yourself and really, I want you to write your 1 hour early. I get up at 7 o'clock now because I have long days of teaching. But what I commanded myself to do was get up at 6 o'clock so I can get my exercise done. Because if I got up at 7, I would naturally say, I don't have time because I'm going in work right after that. So I need to take care of my health. So I have to back up an hour. Can you back up to 5? Can you back up to 5? Because that means you won't be floating and going in bed at midnight. You can actually have a relaxing day because if you start early, then you can finish earlier. But the 4-hour work week is also sharing with us tips that it's really not going to take that long. Trading takes many of you maybe 30 minutes. Really. You know, if you really get in there and to make your goal for the day, you could be in and out 30 minutes. So let's account for exercise. Everyone needs it. I'm not saying get a personal trainer. I don't care if you go down in the living room and then just start doing squats. Just doing squats on your own. There's no excuse why we can't do it. Go in the living room and then you can sit back and then you can do planks. Marita can teach us all how to do planks. So you do the planks, and I guarantee you that's about 20 minutes that you have done. Turn some music on. Just go to YouTube. You know, YouTube is my favorite go-to. Go to YouTube, turn on gym workout music and turn it on, and then go in your living room and get busy. Get out of your bedroom. Get out of your bedroom and go into another room and do the exercise. That means you got to get out of that room. So now you're 1 hour earlier. So if I'm getting up now at normally 7, my exercise time right in there, what are you doing at that 1 hour earlier? What are you doing 1 hour earlier? And so mine is 6 a.m. I choose that now. I can write in here. Everybody should have exercise. Now, 7 o'clock, when you come pick things up, you can do 6:30 meditation, shower, get something to eat. Okay. There's no need to be taking 1 hour showers. Nope. So you can actually break this down to 30-minute increments. I'm just going macro right now, and you can break it down, because if you exercise, that doesn't mean it needs to be for an entire hour. You can do exercise and meditation in 1 hour. Got it. So if I've got that done, now what's next? Share with me, what do you need to do next? For those that have children, you got to get them all ready. You got to get them set in the morning right now for school. All right. So depending on how young they are or how old they are, you're going to have to focus on that hour to get them fed, get them, dressed and in front of the computer. Now it's time to get to work. So by the time you're showing up for work, it should be around 8 o'clock. 8. So work, what does that mean? Now, what line of work are you in, LaPortia?
Customer service.
Okay. And what time do you typically work? Your day starts?
9 to 5:30.
9 to 5. All right. So you have time. You have children.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have time before that to do your stuff. So when it comes down to that question on, well, trading, education, how do I get that done, or any other thing? Because you all have other personal things that you need to get done. You got to take a look at every hour should have something in it. Every hour. In 1 hour, you can really get something done. No answering the phone until after 12. I don't pick up my phone till after 12. Why? Because I'm trying to get my work done. Because if I get distracted, then that's going to be, hey, Laura, I got a quick question. That's going to be another 45 minutes. And it's taking me off. If I'm mastering my time, I'm not answering the phone. And you're not looking at emails every 5 minutes. You're not looking at emails every 5 minutes. Tunnel vision. So at 12, that's your time where you can actually really take a real lunch break. You can go to the bank. You can do your errands 12 o'clock. Okay, so 12 o'clock for me is personal time. Somebody asks, hey, can you help pick something up? Can't do it until 12 o'clock. Can't do it till 1 o'clock. So my window is between 12 and 2. My personal window is between 12 and 2 p.m. That is for personal time. So I want you to jot down. Now you've got 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. You're asleep. 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Most of us are asleep. You got to start moving your day up a little bit earlier so that you can clock off earlier. And that 15 minutes here and there, you're going to feel supersized, because I already before 8 o'clock, I already exercised, I already did my meditation. I wrote my intentions out already. I've already visualized my day, my calendar. I've already looked at it, and it's already 8 o'clock. Sometimes remember, over. 8 o'clock, some of us are just, let me go brush my teeth. Hasn't even started. So here we are helping master this time. How are we doing so far? Does it feel uncomfortable? If it does, good.
It feels good. Just trying to adjust to get up the whole hour early, but it definitely is helping me already.
Yeah, treat it like a job. Treat it like a job and you're respected. And in the morning, here's how you want to get up out of bed. Do you know how it is when you are going on vacation and you are anxious because your flight is at 9 a.m. and you get up, you're like, oh, you're up, and you don't go back to sleep. You're up. You are shooting up. You got to get this done. Don't forget this. Got this last minute bag. Treat every freaking day like you're going on vacation. The same way that you take a flight, this is the same method of anxiousness that you want to be in. Rush, get up. Don't just lay back, get up, because you wouldn't do that if you were catching a flight. Catch a flight every morning at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you're catching a flight. Okay, so move everything up 1 hour. And it's Friday now, so whenever you start your day, if it's Sunday or Monday, it starts on Monday. All right, so here we are. Now we got to fill in the blanks. What are you doing at 7 o'clock? Fill it in. And every 30 minutes actually should be accounted for. You are a specialist. And if I were to call you and you pick up the phone at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be mad. I'd rather be going to your voicemail, because that should be your time that you are focused on making calls. You're focused on lead generation. You're on the internet looking up something. You are working. Then give yourself a break. Okay? Then give yourself a break. So we got to fill in the blanks. Every 7 should have something next to it. 8 o'clock should have something next to it. 9 o'clock. Don't just say work from 8 to 11. What exactly are you doing? Lead generating, social media research. All right, you have a 10 o'clock trading class. Whatever it is, every 30 minutes should have something into it. And then once you've written everything out from 1 a.m. to 12 o'clock, now you flip the piece of paper over. Flip your piece of paper over, and now let's look at the other side. Now this is your evening hours. This is your evening hours. So now, as I shared, 12 to 2 is my personal time where I'm taking a break. That means I can go out if I have to run an errand. You shouldn't be going to the bank at 9 o'clock just because they opened up. What difference is it between 9 and 12 o'clock? Budget your time. Because if you go to the bank, you're going to come back, you're going to go get something to eat, you're going to get the phone call, you'll get on Instagram, then all of a sudden it's 12:30. And you don't feel like doing nothing after 12. After 12 o'clock, a lot of us lose our steam. So we're trying to do the most income producing activities in the morning. Does that make sense? Income producing in the morning. Get it out the way, because after 12, then you can start cooling out a little bit. But if you know that you've got your exercise done, my meditation was done, I wrote out my intentions, you did the spiritual work. The spiritual work is everything. So now what's going to happen is things are coming to you now instead of you finding it out there. It's okay. So now we've done our exercise. We've done our lead generation. We've done our follow-ups. Follow-ups have to be in there some kind of way. Every number should have something next to it. You should not be running from 8 to 11 doing the same damn thing. Bite-sized pieces. Done. Okay? Whatever I got done between 9 and 10, if I didn't finish it, tomorrow I'll start it some more. You understand that if you just do a little bit each day, you'll look up and be like, wow, I've finished that project. But because you did a little bit each day. But if you're not finished looking around on the internet or doing something by 10 o'clock, close that up, because now 10 o'clock, 10:15, it's time for me to do some follow-up calls with my team. It's time for me to do some research, follow-ups with my past clients to check on them. 10 to 11 or 10 to 10:30, boom. So every 30 minutes should have something written in there for you to do. I don't know what your day looks like. I don't know what everyone's business day looks like, but everyone should have it different. All right, so we're on the other side now. So I've already shaded out 1 o'clock because that's my break time. And I've already shaded out 2 for my break time. Now it's 3 o'clock. So typically for me, I keep 3 to 6 open because I do coaching sessions. And if you all ever pay attention, you'll never get on any kind of Zoom call with me prior to 11 o'clock. Never, because I set the time. I set my calendar where I'm not doing any of those 45-minute calls or 15-minute chat sessions before 11. No one. Hey, Estrelita. All right, so I have my 3 to 6 blocked off for coaching calls. During those times, if I don't have any people calling me, then I'm doing some research. At that time, I have permission because research takes a little bit longer, and that's for me personally to build the business. In the morning time, I'm actually doing some work to go into lead generating, calling people, following up, doing my job. Now in the afternoon time, it's like, well, let me research this website somebody gave me. Let me see about this product. Let me see about what this real estate product does. All of that could be between 3 and 6. My day is done by 7. I don't take any coaching sessions after 7 p.m. because now that's Lorie's time. You need to cut off your day, just like a specialist does. When are you done your work? And it's okay if somebody calls you at 7 o'clock. Hey, I got a quick question about real estate. Okay, if you choose to answer that, that's cool. But what if you're out to dinner with your spouse? What if you're out to dinner with your loved one, your daughter, your son? Are you going to take that call and disrespect their time? No, you don't want to do that. So let it go to voicemail. That's what voicemail is for. It's no disrespect. Emergency room is not you. It's an emergency to them, but it's not an emergency to you. Got it? Block your time. So if you're answering calls at 8 o'clock, well, I can't miss this call. You're falling back to emergency room. I respect that person. If I have to leave a voicemail, and I understand it's 8 o'clock. If I have to leave a voicemail for a professional at 8 o'clock, I'll wait till tomorrow. That's what specialists do. There's no way that I could ever call my dentist right now, like, damn it, answer the phone. No, it's after office hours. So why am I stressing out? Nothing is important. Your time is important. Your time is important. So you set the day. Are you done at 4 o'clock or are you done at 7 o'clock? And be done with work. Now, here are the ones that have spouses at home or loved ones, children. You've got to be careful on you working at home to those late hours because they're watching you. And they're going to hate your career. They're going to hate the projects that you're working on. They're going to really despise you. I hate to say it like this, but they're going to get very irritated with what you're doing if you're not sharing your proper time with them. If you're going to be present with them at dinner or present with them just hanging out on the deck, then be present with them. You can't be, oh, Lori's calling. Let me hold on 1 second. You can't do that. I respect that. I was talking to my graphic designer yesterday. No, it was something like 4 o'clock. My graphic designer is married and she has a 4-year-old. So maybe she was available, but you know what? She said, I'm with my family right now. Let's connect in the morning at 10. Cool. Okay. She's a specialist. I'm not mad because she's not breaking the, hey, I need you right now. So you've got to position people to work in your time. You are a specialist, not an ER doctor. So now in the evening hours, you've got to commit. If you're with your family, you are fully with them. You're not, let me look at the computer real quick. Let me check my email real quick. Turn it off. Nothing is an emergency. And if it was, you'd be on the police department. But nothing is an emergency in real estate. Nothing is an emergency in customer support other than calling 911. It's not. Oh, let me get this listing agreement. Do it tomorrow. And when I relieve myself of stressing myself on, let me just do. No, let me just do. No, you're getting up at 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow. So you should have time to do it tomorrow. You will. You'll get it done. But if you block your time out appropriately, you will have time to do what you need to do. And I know by working in network marketing and being in sales, one thing we have to be very careful of is people are watching us when it comes to, do you have time for me? Do you have time for me? And if you're not making the appropriate time, they will hate your career, and they'll hate everything that you're doing in network marketing, in sales. They'll hate it because you're always busy. So look up sometimes and just remember, just ask yourself, is it that important? Most of the times it's not. It's not. And just look up and ask yourself, is this really that important? And you look at your daughter, you look at your son, you look at your husband, like, let's go, just go get some ice cream. And when you are fully focused, that's when your relationship starts to really flourish. And then you can ask for the proper support because they see how you are managing your time properly. And you're giving them the focus. Children start to bust out and start doing irritating things in the house because you're not giving them a proper attention. My aunt's little daughter, oh my gosh. And I'm like, you were on the computer from morning till night. There's no break. And she's just like, give me some attention, give me some attention, give me some attention. And then she pushes down the bookcase. And you're like, why are you being a badass? She needed some attention and you weren't giving it to her. But if you got off the computer and actually was like, listen, let's go spend some time together. Let's go to Chipotle. Let's go hang out. Let's go to Chuck E. Cheese. Okay? She would love that. Your son, daughter, husband, girlfriend, all of that. They'll love that. But you've got to block the time out. Okay? So whenever your day is over, so what time, if you guys can shout out to me, what time do you see your day ending, my specialist queens? What day do you want to be
now?
over?
Go ahead.
Yeah. What time?
I like 6 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, same here. 6:30, no later than 7.
If I stick to what we just did today, because I've been here at the office 9, 10 o'clock and go straight home, get to bed, and come straight back to the office, and some long, non-productive days that have turned into weeks that have turned into the first quarter of the year, pretty much.
Yeah. And you said, yeah, but if you were doing just a little bit each day and you stopped it, you would have finished one of those projects. And when you do finish it, you will feel accomplished. But stop taking on so many projects too. Remember, I shared on Wednesday, you've got to be able to say no to some things. No, I'm on break. I'm not opening up any more opportunities to this. I know one lady, she was in 3 different network marketing groups at the same damn time. I'm like, how? You're not getting anything done. I know, but one's for credit, one's for jewelry, and one's for... You're not getting anything done, and no one's respecting what you do. They don't even know what you do. You think you're going to go in there making money, but you're not going into it with the right frame of mind. Pick 2 things. One that makes you money, one that brings you pleasure. And the other goal, put it to the side and just say in 2022, then I will consider it. You'll be here in a minute. But I guarantee you, we're about to make some money this year in those two things that you picked. I guarantee that. But you got to be focused. Arlene, what time of day are you done? You said between 6 and 7?
Hmm.
Okay. Which time are you done by the day? Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
I would prefer 6, but sometimes you gotta allow some extra rooms, traffic, or whatever.
So,
Things
but
happen. But okay, 6 o'clock.
thank you.
6 o'clock.
Decisive is the word. When you have a job, do you say, well, it's over 6 or 7? What time is the day over, LaPortia? She said at 5. My day's over at 5. And you cut it off at 5. You cut it off at 6. So whatever time that you say, specialist, it is what it is.
Okay.
It's 6. And now you've got boundaries that you set for yourself. And now you set those boundaries for the people that are coming your way. Hey, 6 o'clock. And if you leave any kind of, if you do call after 6, I will follow up with you the next business day. That takes the pressure off of you so that you remain a professional. Don't worry, they'll come back. They want you. They'll come back. The customer will come back if they really want to work with you. And they'll respect it if there are any integrity that they will come back and the next time that you told them to call. Okay. All right, Michelle, right now 7 or 8 due to, yeah, so the Zoom thing. So, okay. But your work day, I'm not talking about the meetings that we do, for education. Like I have some classes. Last night I was in a class at 8 o'clock. Marita, you heard it in the background. So I was in listening. I'm like, I wish it was at 7 o'clock so I could hurry my day up, but it was starting at 8 o'clock and they might not be done till 9:30. So just because, when you're in some kind of classes like that, you can't say no to that. But if you're in some kind of educational class and it takes you at that point, I get that. But your workday should be defined. Your workday should be defined. All right. Anyone else have anything to share? Marita, what time is your day over? You said 6? You're on mute, baby.
6 p.m.
Thank you. Period. Period. That's what it is. It's period 6. Good. Okay, so we've got some definition. I'm proud of y'all. I felt it. You feel it. You feel you got some definition going on. Now it's time to take that and put it in your phone for automation. So what that means is you're going to go to your calendar, Google Calendar, whatever calendar that you have, and now record everything. So if you getting up at, you all know how to set an appointment. So if you go in there at 5 o'clock.
You said a Google Calendar?
You go into your calendar like you're making an appointment, right?
Where, on the phone?
Yeah.
I don't do that, but where do you go?
Okay, well, that's a whole nother class, huh?
I write everything down.
Okay. And I used to do the same thing, and I was like, I'm loving my calendar, but you also want to get some automation because you're going to get alerts that come off when it's time for that appointment. So if you've got it in here under, you've got a Gmail account, and there's also
I need to find a calendar at.
There should be a calendar app on your phone. Calendar app should be on your phone. So this is everybody I'm sharing with you. Use this automation. I get it where you're going to write. I have 2 as well. I write and I do this. But this is the time that you want to set your recurring.
I found it.
So you look for calendar, right?
Okay,
I'm in March. I don't know who to say it. And there's a big old plus button here, right? There should be a plus button somewhere so you can add a task onto today. So let's just say I'm going to put exercise. Wake up and exercise. You pick the date, of course, if it's going to start on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, whatever day of the week that you choose to do your 15 to 30-minute workout, then you're going to put the title, wake up and exercise, okay? You're going to put the time that it's going to start and then end. Definitely have an end date, time, I'm sorry. And then you're going to scroll up, and where it says repeat or not, you're able to tell the calendar what day of the week. Am I going to repeat it every day? Am I going to repeat it every week? So if I'm on a Monday, it's picking up. Every Monday, it's going to come up as an event. This is the important part of the calendar, is not just writing it down. Because what happens if my papers catch on fire? What happened? Then I don't have, what am I supposed to do? This ain't, because it's backed up on the cloud. So then you can say every month, every week, every year. You're not going to do that, but you're going to do every day.
Every day.
Or if you do workouts Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then you just do every Monday, save. So now it's a recurring appointment. Everything in here is now an appointment. So now I'm going to go over to Wednesday and do the same thing. So it will record it and repeat it for every Wednesday. Wake up, exercise at that same time. So you should be going onto your calendar every time that you're doing it. So if I go to my calendar right now, I can see it as an appointment. If anybody calls me at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, unless it's my mother, father, I'm not answering the phone, and neither should you, because something's going to take you off course of your schedule. After 12 o'clock, if that emergency is still there, call them back. So do that. Everything that you've written out, now take a few moments, and not right now, but take it to the phone. Now it's all automated. This is going to save you a lot of time and frustration, because when somebody's looking, hey, Morita, can we talk at 2 o'clock today? If you have open time at 2 o'clock, absolutely. But if that person is asking, hey, I got a quick real estate question at 10:30, you might be in the middle of an appointment. You matter. So don't say, well, let me just take it just this one time.
No calls until 12.
No calls until your break time. Treat it like a job. And I think for entrepreneurship, it's more difficult because you're like, I got the world. I got all the free time. Well, how much money is in our account at the end of the month? Because we got so much free time. So the productivity, and you matched it. You said, there's some days I just feel unproductive. The only reason that is because your calendar is not full with something to do every 30 minutes. When you run over time, if you got from 10 to 10:30, I'm doing some research on some sold properties in Bowie. If it's 10:29, you need to be wrapping that shit up. Done. Okay, whatever I got done, because now you're giving yourself permission to get stuff done within a certain time period. You're not just, oh, let me see. Oh, Largo's looking good. Oh, let me look at Silver Spring. Now it's 11 o'clock. We know, we've been there. So when 10:29 hits and you're done, because 10:30 is your next task of making follow-up calls, you got to roll right into that and just close up, log out, and now you're on your new task. Now, by the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you will feel accomplished. Now you can come back to that list. Well, my 5 intentions of what I plan to do. What you also want to do at the end of that, what I do at the end of my evening, what I do at the end of every evening is I come back and I actually say, what 5 things did I actually get done today? And for entrepreneurs, you know this part is important, because even if you opened up the bank account today, or let's say you followed up with 10 people today, you said, I want 10 people I want to follow up with. I followed up with 10 people today. You will feel accomplished. I promise you, you will. So as far as the time is concerned, how do you feel about doing your 12 and 12?
I like it.
You like it? You're the boss of that. Don't come off of that. Arlene, how do you feel about your 12 and 12? Did she drop off? Arlene, how do you feel about your 12 and 12?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Whole 12 hours?
You're not working 12 hours, no. But do you have something filled in on your 12 and your other 12?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay, but you got it written out. So when we get off this Zoom,
Yes, I have them. I have
that's
the
your
number.
text. Okay, good deal. And I want you all to feel organized. I want you to feel accomplished. And that was the whole purpose of doing this call, is so that you can feel accomplished. Because one of the things that when you're introducing money, introducing investing into your space, all of you all are traders. All of you all are traders, but you want to be a successful and profitable trader. In order to do that, the rest of your day has to be budgeted and allocated so that you can receive something new. That's it, and I get it. I only opened up a TikTok account because my brand manager told me to do it. I did not want a TikTok account because it's distracting. I never opened up Snapchat because it's distracting. Some of my friends would send me this stuff. I'm like, you guys, they're government workers. And they're like, TikTok, TikTok. Here's a video, TikTok. I'm like, look, I'm trying to get work done. And I get it that you're riding the clock. I'm proud. I'm almost jealous, but I have work to do. I can't focus on that. And then my brand manager said, well, I want you to make a couple videos. I'm like, that's going to take time off of my productivity to do a fun video. For what? And so you got to think past fun. I'll do it on the weekend versus Monday through Thursday. Yeah, every Friday you don't have to work. Monday through Thursday. And if you pick that 4-hour work week, like I'm talking about, why can't you start working just 4 days a week? Now you really got to put stuff together. Then you got to compact it. So Friday is a fun day. Friday is money day. Friday is spend time with your boo day. Spend time with your baby day. Friday shouldn't be like that. Rushing all the way to 6 o'clock on a Friday. Why? You don't have to. You don't have to. If you planted these seeds properly and you did the work, if you did the spiritual work, and Arlene, you're going to get this video today. I need you to look at this video. That it's
Okay.
Really, really know you've got the power to have whatever you want. And the power is all in you. It's not in your neighbor. It's not in the boss that's going to give you that opportunity. It's not in, well, they said they were going to do it. We have the power. We've got the power. We cannot forget that. We can't forget it. So your assignment from this point is to make sure that you're following these steps. If you haven't already, make sure that you're getting your planner at the store. I know Marita's already got hers. It's already done because she writes everything down. She's a note taker. Money makers are note takers. So when you get your 2021 calendar, you're going to fill it up with activities. So as you're visualizing your day in the morning, 15 minutes. Remember, you're taking a flight, so you can't be in there forever. Set the right time. Now, if you say, get up and work out, and that's done in 15 minutes, that's not possible because you got to get up and do your spiritual work first. So your first thing in the morning should be meditation. Wake up, meditation. Visualize your day. Set your 5 intentions for the day. Write your intentions of what you plan to do. Okay? Then you're going to write out, well, your activity for the day should already be planned out from the previous night. You should already have that. So you should already know when you get up. So you're not creating everything that day. You should already know from Thursday, you already know what you're doing on Friday. Then you're going to look at your calendar and read it for the month of March. Here we go. What do I have planned for today? This should be done now for April, and it should be filled up between taking classes, reading something on Facebook, reading something in your back office with I Am Mastery. You should be having a 1-hour day at least. There should be no way on this 12 and 12 that you can't find 1 hour for learning. None. I'm on there now 12 hours, excuse me, 2 hours, doing some kind of tweaking with Forex, learning, elevating my mind. Whether you're doing that or you're doing some other business building exercise, it doesn't matter, but make sure it's written out. If you want work on 1 month at a time. Don't overdo it and try to sit there and say, well, I need to do May and June. No, it's April. Just focus on April. All right. And you actually have a few more days in March. So it's not to say you can't do that. Remember, we don't have to start on the first of every month. Everything. I'm gonna start my new business plan on the first. Why? When you've got 3 more days in this month. Seize the day. So there's actually 3 more days left in March. Fill that up with something to do. Start it on Monday. Okay. Write out your activities for the month and look at it every day. As part of when you're looking at when you're setting things up in the morning, when I'm writing my intentions, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at my calendar, and I'm also, we didn't even cover this, but I'm looking at my goals. Remember the goals that we set? My 2021 goals. All of them. It's done. It's done. And if you got to read it, this is your vision board. This is it. Profit and trade. Write at least a script a month. Earn $25,000. All of that's written. This is the spiritual work you have to do in the morning. I can't stress it enough. And then read and follow it. I'm not just saying, oh, I forgot to read it. I think I did something. I can't even find that damn notebook. If you're not looking at it every day, you're not serious about your day. You're not serious about getting to the next level. Only 10% do what we're talking about. Only 10%. 10. 90% like, it sounds good. That's for you. But nah, let me see what's going on TikTok. Let me see what's going on IG. And then we fall back. So I know you all are successful. I know you all are specialists and you master your time because you said it. You already declared it. All right. So that concludes what I wanted to share. I don't have much else to do today because much of the work with the masterclass was already done this week. I'm following up with many people who have said yes to the opportunities. I know I have a few more calls that I have to make, and then by 4 o'clock, I'm done. I'm checking out of here and I'm going to enjoy the weather. Okay. So for the things now, there are some coaching classes that I am opening up to many of you, whether you need help with social media, whether you need help with your brand, whatever it is, make sure that you are following up with me so that you can get yourself structured. Because what happens is you're thinking you have to do all the administration work by yourself. All right. I have an admin who helps out whenever I need her. I have an assistant so that she helps with onboarding details. I'm not great with details. And as an entrepreneur, you all may not be great with details. You're great at hustling your craft. And that's exactly what you want to stay in the lane that God gave you that you're great with. But all the little details of the paperwork and, hey, follow up and connect the dots. No, hey, Summer, I need your help. Can you convert this PDF to a Word document? Boom, it's done. Because if I have to do it, it's going to be 2 weeks later, and I need that document tonight. So I invite you to go to sites like Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com would help if you need some administrative help. Upwork is one where I found the young lady who does some of my website updating. Never would have thought that there's other people out there that can do things better than us. There are. So Upwork.com, if you need to get some assisting on editing paperwork, or if you need follow-ups done in your business, there's an array of people that are out there to do what you're not great at. You stay in your lane, but the biggest thing you want to do so you can really do your day, what you're supposed to be doing, is you outsource this work to someone else. A boss does that. A specialist definitely does that. A specialist is not going to be, let me create this flyer from scratch. A specialist is not going to be, well, let me put this listing package all together, find the graphics on Canva, and let me do it all. A specialist is not going to be, well, let me build this website out and do it all on my own. Why? When there's someone else that can do it in a shorter period of time, and you're going to love it when they're done with it. All you have to do is find out what is your pricing for it, let me build in for it, and it's already paid for. But you can't do everything. So a lot of the weight that many of us are holding is because we're doing too much administrative work, and you don't have to. Let somebody else take the lead on that. So Upwork and Fiverr are two sites that I have used that have been very great to do things that I don't like to do. That way your day is now productive. You got me? I forget that I have her sometimes. I had a transaction coordinator for my realtors out there. I have a transaction coordinator. The very first time that my broker said the difference between an ER specialist, an ER doctor, and a specialist, he also said, everyone, even if you just have one transaction a month, you need to have a transaction coordinator, because that person is going to handle the details so that you can get more business. You're focused on, did I upload it? Oh, it's missing a signature. Oh, shoot, I'm on vacation. Let me try to see if I can get to a computer. That's the administrative stuff that stresses you out, and you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I forgot to get their signature from the buyer. Let the admin do that, because by the morning, that crap will be done already. So if you need some help with transaction coordinating, let me know. I can share with you one that I use, and she's phenomenal. She's phenomenal. But at least it allows you to take a step back, respect what you do, but understand there's someone who can do that job, that part of the job, better than you. And when my broker told me that, in addition to being a specialist, I'm like, you're building me to be a better person. Thank you. And that's all I'm sharing with each and every one of you, is that we need help sometimes. We need help in certain areas, and you just have to make sure you're raising your hand. Lorie, do you know someone? Hey, Marita, do you know someone? Ask, because we might assume, oh, it's going to cost too much money. How? You don't even know. I got an editor to edit my entire book for less than $200. Less. Because I was taking some of the chapters from audio to text. I had recorded some of the pages, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get this from the recording to words on a paper to give to the editor to finish this book? This lady told me $75 to convert the audio that I spoke to text. I'm like, $75? So you guys think sometimes these things are expensive, but they're not expensive as you think. All right, so I'm gonna give you Fiverr.com, LaPortia, and then I'm gonna type in Upwork.com. And if you are looking for work, let's say you're great at doing something, then you go post yourself on those sites as well, because some of you are great proofreaders. Some of you are great photographers. Put your business out there so someone can find you to find work as well. Okay, you never, whatever you're great at, someone will pay you with it. Someone will pay you for it. Someone will pay you for it. You all have talents. You all have different gifts. So I wanted to share with you. You're very welcome. Now I wanted to share this gift with everyone that's in the Money in Minutes class that attended, and also our FX Trading Lounge. I have a free gift for you that's going to unlock who you're supposed to be. Now, some of you might have taken this before, but I have a bonus gift that I wanted to give you, and I'm going to post it in the Facebook group. And how this works is, let me share what that looks like. This is going to be your passion finder. Do you ever have question on what your purpose is supposed to be? Does anyone ever have that feeling of, what am I supposed to be doing? Be honest. Does anybody ever feel like they don't know what they're supposed to be doing?
All the time.
Good, good. I got something that's going to help unlock and figure what that is out. And I don't say good like, I'm commanding that, but I'm saying I got something for you. This was something that was given to me it's 3 years ago. And I didn't know what else am I supposed to be doing. And I'm crying and I'm frustrated. I'm like, there's something out here that I'm supposed to be doing, but I can't seem to figure it out what it is. Real estate, yeah, I've been helping people. I'm also into the trading space and helping people learn how to do that. But something felt missing still in my life. When I did this exercise with my mentor, this was everything. I cried because it was a discovery on who I'm supposed to be serving and what I'm really supposed to be doing. All right. So I'm not going to go too deep into all of how to work it, but this is the free gift that I want to give you guys, and make sure that you download it and actually follow the 4 steps. There's 4 steps in here, and this is going to be an excellent way to figure out what am I supposed to be doing. Have you ever felt lost and unsure of what you are supposed to be doing in life? Do you feel stuck and frustrated at not being at your peak performance? Well, no worries, you're not alone. I felt that same way years ago. I worked in a career where most people would never think there was a question on my purpose. I enjoyed what I did every day, but something still felt missing. Remember, working a job doesn't mean that you are walking in your gift.
Amen.
Remember that. Okay, that's a paycheck. Let's unleash who the real you is and identify what the next steps in life are supposed to be. Now you're going to have some purpose. All right. Proverbs 18:16 is a powerful statement that reveals the answer. A man's gift makes room for him. Read that over and over again. God has put a gift or talent in every single person that the world will make room for. It is this gift that will enable you to fulfill your vision. It will make a way for you in life. So what that means is if you cook the best chicken, you make the best fried chicken in the whole wide world, guess what you should be doing? But you work a government job, guess what you should be doing? That's the passion that helps people. People like chicken, you like making it. Let's just say you like making clothes. You make designer clothes out of inexpensive rhinestones and buttons and things like that. Let's say you do that. That is a passion for you. Passion doesn't always mean profits, but if that is your gift, then that's what you should be doing. Not working at Chipotle, not working at Macy's, not just picking up a check because you're not fulfilled. All right, so here we go. All of these answers you're going to rank 1 through 5. And whichever one that you put a number 1 next to, that's what you're supposed to be focused on. That's what you're supposed to be focused on. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what you got inside here. All right. Discovering your purpose. List the answers to each of the following 4 questions and rank them in order of priority, assuming you only have 5 years to live. Okay. Assuming you only have 5 years left to live. Okay. Michelle, you said type what in? I typed in the Fiverr and the Upwork. I did that part. But you know I'm here if you need me. So here we are, assuming you only have 5 years to live. First one is, what do I love to do? What do I love to do? And I give you some examples here of how to fill in these answers. Okay. The second one says, what am I good at? And whatever comes to mind, you just put the activity down. You see there's 1 through 5. Whatever it is, what am I good at? Writing, making people money. Okay, whatever it is. Teaching. What are you good at? And then you're going to go back and rank them as far as high priority. So whatever you put a number 1 next to in each of these categories, That's what your beautiful tails should be doing. That's what you should be doing, not just doing things for money. Not just doing things for money. The third thing is, what is important to me? What is important to me? Okay? Family, making a living for myself. Okay? What is important to me? My health, whatever it is. Whatever it is, write it down. Top 5. You only have 5 years to live. And the last thing is, what am I born to do? What am I born to do? What is my unique mission in life? Where can I make a difference? So these are some helpful things. The ones underneath just kind of give you some support to answer the question. And then you're going to go and rank each one. I guarantee you. Let me show you what mine was for. I have it on my vision board. I keep it on my vision board. And this is what unlocked for Lorie what I was supposed to be doing. Under what do I love to do? My number 1 is creative writing. Under what am I good at? My number 1 is creative writing. Number 3, what is important to me? Making income. And what am I born to do? Number 1, teach others. Nothing on here said anything about real estate. Nothing. None of my answers had real estate in them. Public speaking, social media, marketing, cooking, acting. That's what I'm good at. Out of all of that, my number 1 was creative writing. That was my number 1. What do I love to do? Cook, home staging, acting, creative writing, travel. But if I had to rank it, what was my highest? Creative writing was my number 1. Here's the one, what is important to me? Bettering others, being balanced, financial organization, getting my money all together, making income. What is important to me? No debt. My number 1 was making income. And the last one was, what am I born to do? Creative writing, public speaking, teach others, connecting people, listen and communicate. Out of all that, teaching others was my top. That's what made me cry and break down, because when I saw that, real estate was not on there. And at that time, I wasn't in the trading space, so that wasn't in there. So I need you to do that for yourself. This weekend is going to be an exploratory adventure for you. Not only just getting your time back, managing your time the right way, but you're about to find out what you're really supposed to be doing. And that's what's going to fulfill that calendar more. You're not going to have too much BS stuff in there under normal circumstances. Now you're going to be focusing on, well, shoot, I'm supposed to be teaching other people how to do photography and make money while doing it. Maybe, I don't know, whatever your gift is, you're going to find it this weekend. So I'm going to put that into both Facebook pages. If any of you still need to have people go and visit the Money in Minutes masterclass, even though it's over, but that group is still open. So make sure, Marita, I know that you were sending a few people over. Make sure that you're sending them to the Money in Minutes masterclass, that page, that Facebook page, so they can get introduced to that world and just be ready for the next session that comes up.
Money in Minutes is in the trading lounge, because I sent the other realtor yesterday to what you told me, my trading lounge, to watch What is Forex, and then I told her to scroll back up and take the Forex tutorial.
Oh yeah, that part is fine, but if she wanted to be a part of the masterclass, I thought somebody was trying to be a part of that masterclass.
Right.
They can still go in there at any time, but absolutely, mytradinglounge.com is the site where you want to have someone go to look at who we are.
Okay.
They need to do that first. All right, so I'll drop the link just in case if you guys want it. Arlene was in that session this week, and she's a returning champ, so she'll be coming back on board. So you guys are doing great. Any questions about this session?
The link to what you were telling us about, you said it's on Facebook, or are you going to drop it in the chat box?
The free gift?
Yes.
I'm going to put it in the Facebook group shortly.
Okay.
So all you have to do is download it.
Okay.
It'll be a file, so you can just take it, print it out for sure.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Are we good, my specialist?
Yes, yes.
Good, 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 good. Well, I had an amazing time helping everyone out today. You know, I'm always available at mytradinglounge.com. Check out if you need to do any one-on-one coaching sessions, set up an appointment if you've got questions or anything to help build you or build your business up. I'm certainly there for that. So I wish you well. Let me know how your calendar is coming along. Okay. And let me know your results also from your Passion Finder. Definitely want to hear some great results of how your Passion Finder rewarded you. I just want to know, what did you find out about yourself? You guys have a great weekend.